Namaste. Hi everyone. My name is Janine Plush, and today we're going to be doing posture correction for the shoulders and the head. This is in response to somebody who asked me a question about forward head position and helping to realign that forward head position. Now, forward head position is where the head is out of the kind of the vertical line of the body. And when the head is in front, whether it's because we're texting, on our computers, driving, or simply because we're sitting long hours in the day, or other things, what tends to happen is the front of the body gets compressed, the front of the body gets tight, the core muscles as well, deep inside, that support and surround the organs and inside of the rib cage and the abdomen, all of those muscles, they tend to kind of start to lose their integrity. And when they lose their integrity, they start to compromise the structure of the body, the skeleton of the body. So when the core kind of starts to fade away with gravity and the front of the body starts to get compressed, our head naturally moves forward. Now, as soon as it moves forward, we're moving out of that straight line, and the head that weighs 16 pounds or so is now in a kind of negative relationship with gravity. So instead of it being in a very balanced relationship with gravity, now it's in front, and gravity ends up pulling it down, which puts a lot of strain on the muscles in the back, as well as compresses even further the front of the body. So it's kind of this vicious cycle. So we really want to start to think about the body from the feet up. Today we're going to be talking mostly of the upper body, but you do want to align the legs and the feet as well, and the pelvis. But once those are aligned, then you will start to bring the upper back and the shoulders, or the rib cage, we can think, to bring the rib cage back over the pelvis, stretch these tissues in the front of the body, strengthen the deep front line, the deep core of the body, so that you get that long axial extension, and then the head naturally will come back into alignment. So today I'll show you 2 exercises that you can do to start opening the front of the body, and then second, to start working that axial extension through your core. So let's begin. So we're going to start our practice lying down, and what you're going to need is a towel. You can fold your towel, so this is a long towel, you can fold it in half, and then you want to roll it lengthwise. So you'll have it in this position, and then you'll just roll it up. And where this is going to go right underneath the shoulder blades. So if you put your hands like in the center of your chest, so the center of the chest, you want the roll to be on the back part of that. So right in the center of the chest, and it will clip the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. And then you lie over it. Now, if the front of the body is really tight, you might have to do a shorter roll. So the roll might be too thick, and so you would thin it out a little bit and not roll it so much. And then what we want here is to roll the shoulders back so the shoulders start to move towards the floor, and the head and neck can comfortably come to the floor. Now this is going to bring a lift to the chest, so you might feel a deep stretch through the front of your body, and that's normal. If you feel any strain in the front of the shoulders, then once again, change the width of the roll. So don't roll it as tightly, maybe roll it halfway only. The arms sit behind the roll, and you just take a few moments here to breathe, keeping the knees bent. So you'll take a few breaths here, and then we're going to bring our feet hip distance apart, and you're going to stretch your right leg straight out. Now, you want to lift a little bit, use your hands to lift your head, and just make sure that your toes are pointing straight up. So your thigh turns inwards and the toes turn straight up. Keeping that, come back down, and then reach both arms up towards the ceiling, and then slowly extend them back. And then you'll hold your right wrist, and you just pull the right wrist back. And you keep letting your shoulders descend towards the floor as you stretch through the right side of your body. Now what I mean by the right side is the front, so the chest, the right side of your belly, the front part of your thigh. To add a little bit of intensity here, as you exhale, try to bring your ribs in. So the bottom ribs in, so that your back becomes a little bit more flat towards the floor. As you do that, notice if your shoulders or your head want to come off the floor, if your throat kind of moves away from the floor. Keep your spine long. And then release. Bend your knee, bend your elbows. And then do the second side. Straighten your left leg, hold the back of your head, lift your head up to make sure that your toes are pointing straight up. If they're turned out, then turn your thigh inwards so that your leg is straight. Keeping that, feeling the stretch on the front of your leg, maybe in the belly, in the chest for sure. Lie back down, reach your arms to the ceiling, and with your shoulders well in their sockets, reach your arms back and hold your left wrist. Inhale and exhale to extend long through the body, feeling maybe a gentle stretch on the front of the body, or maybe a deeper one. And then intensifying that by bringing the ribs, the front of your rib cage, think of the lower ribs like the last 4 ribs, bringing those in as you exhale. Try to keep them in as you inhale. And as you exhale again, reinforcing that connection. So we're not only stretching the front of the body, but we're also stretching and strengthening the core, improving our relationship with gravity for when we're standing. And then release. So if that's too intense for you, you can simply rest like this, with your arms open, and you just let gravity do its work to help you open your chest. To come out of this, roll to your side. Take the roll out from underneath you and just take a moment to lie on your back and feel the difference. And then let's do the second exercise. So roll to your side and come up to standing. All right, now, so stand against the wall with your feet either right underneath the pelvis, if that's possible, or slightly in front. Turn your feet parallel and take your feet hip distance apart. So the feet, when they're parallel, all 10 toes point forward. Make sure that the toes are not turning out. And just make sure you feel comfortable in your knees by adjusting in your thighs. With the pelvis against the wall, you'll bring your back against the wall. Now, in forward head position, you might notice that your head is away from the wall. Now, don't force the head towards the wall. Keep the pelvis there. Bring your back to the wall. And then as you inhale, start to lengthen up through the sides of your body. And as you exhale, try to bring the part of your back that's not touching the wall, try to bring it towards the wall. And then keep that towards the wall. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Excuse me. And as you exhale, keep the back on the wall as you bring your shoulders towards the wall. So you'll have to lift your shoulders up and back. Turn your palms forward. Turn your palms to face forward. Bring the hands to the wall. And as you turn your shoulders back, try to bring your thumbs to the wall. So the thumbs touch, so your fingers are wide and your thumbs turn into the wall. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring the back into the wall so that your back, it feels like your back is flat on the wall. And then roll your shoulders up and back. Now as you do this, you'll notice that your head will start to come closer to the wall. If you do this and you notice that your head is like you're looking at the ceiling, bring your chin to your chest and lift your chest up towards your chin. Keep your back on the wall. Keep your shoulders rolling back. It's not easy. Keep breathing. And with your chin at your chest, start to slide your chin in as if you're creating a double chin. And that way you bring your neck straight to the wall. Keep the double chin as you bring as you slide the bottom tips of your ears back. Keep the back at the wall. Keep your shoulders rolling back. Double chin. And breathe. So this might feel very unnatural, because it probably is, because we're probably here, right? So all of a sudden we're training the tissues to come back and then release. So you can do this when, you can do each of the exercises about once a day. And again, do it for maybe 5 minutes each pose, each exercise, work on it 5 minutes. The one on the floor, you can do each side where we're stretching. So you do the first side, do it for about 2 minutes, and then do the other side for about 2 minutes, and rest for 1. And then practice at the wall for 5 minutes, just trying to find the center line where your head, where your rib cage and your shoulders and your head are all on the same line, all connected to the wall. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Please, if you have any questions, comment in the comment section below. And if you have any special requests, please let me know and I'll do my best to reply to your messages in another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Hi guys, if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos, tutorials, and yogi advice for me.